Hi everyone, my name's Terry, and today my husband Allan and I are going to try finishing this Roman stone recycled rubber edging that we started along the front fence. We put 3 beds, small beds in there, and last fall they only had available the bottoms. They were all out of the tops, and with COVID nothing came in for the rest of the fall. And finally they've gotten some in, only tops, no bottoms, and probably the rubber is a little darker than last year's rubber, but what are you going to do? Got to be finished. So today we're going to go out there and measure the sides and cut these, which isn't an easy feat. Allan went through several blades last year, so we're going to do some try using a different blade this year and see if it cuts better than the one we ended up with last year. So we're going to get started on that. Okay, these are the 3 beds that we put in last year, and as you can see, we just have the bottoms. Now along here we see that the pressure of the dirt has bowed this out, so I think we're going to clean this dirt out of here and use these metal stakes to pound in and hopefully pull this back into line and hold it there. So we're going to work on that before we actually put the tops on. Like down here it's separated away, and I like to have things a little more perfect than that. So we're going to work on that first before we go ahead and start cutting the rubber. Okay, that stake is pounded in as far as it'll go. Now we just got to figure out if we can cut that off and if the other piece of rubber will fit across the top of there. It's going to be an interesting project. Okay, we've decided to go in the house. It's barely 10 out here and the wind's blowing a little bit and it's freezing cold. We'll get back to this project another day when we're not going to catch pneumonia doing it.
Well, hello again. It's now the next day and much warmer weather. As you can see by these pictures, the company that manufactures this Roman stone recycled rubber edging has changed the name and packaging over the winter. It is now called Easy Border. The price has remained about the same. For every 4 feet of length, they're around $15, which isn't cheap, but being recycled rubber, we're hoping that they never have to be replaced. And also, since they're made in Canada, I'm not even sure if they are sold anywhere else.
We've also installed this Roman stone inside the yard here around the sidewalk, double high. Lots of people only do it in single height, just the top. We want it high so the grass could be edged in front of it when we put that in. And also over here around this pampas grass, which we've decided we need a bit wider, but they haven't gotten any brown in yet, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what shipments come in this spring. Okay, so as we can see, this new blade is working like a charm. Used to take us about 10 minutes to get through each piece, and it's slicing much easier with this new Maxim blade, which I'll give you more information on later. I think Allan said it was about $15 for this blade, and it was worth every penny.
Okay, here you go. The information on the only blade we have found that will easily cut through this rubber. It was purchased at Canadian Tire and is called a Maximum Flamed Teeth Heavy Duty 12-inch Pruning Blade.
One thing of note, that these ones, the pour on them isn't as good as the other batches that we had last fall. And if you note along through here, this one's actually not bad. It's the last one to give the demonstration on, unfortunately. But I just used an X-Acto knife and went along and cut off the extra rubber that might look a little scraggly since it's the top one. So the X-Acto knife worked really well and just took it off. So that's what I did with the other ones, just to clean them up nicer. Okay, we have all the tops on now and cut. Trimmed the extra little bits of rubber that were on them. And now we're going to start pounding in the stakes that go through them to hold them together. Okay, one thing we found pounding in these stakes to hold the layers together is you have to drill through that rubber. They expect you to pound through it and it just bounces back, these plastic stakes. It's a nightmare. So we've learned that drilling first helps.
The drill bit that Allan used was a 3/8 inch wood bit, and it worked great. As far as what to use to pound them down, we use both steel and rubber mallets. A rubber mallet is probably the best to use since the spikes are plastic, and there might be less chance of breaking them, but they are pretty tough. The next thing we need to do now is order several yards of road crush rock, the same as the city of Colwood uses, so that it all matches, and spread it up to the new fence to tie it all together with the new flower beds.
Okay, before the sun leaves us, I'll take a picture of this one finished bed, give the bottom there a scrub later. The colors are a bit lighter, maybe not after I wash off the dirt on the bottom 2 layers from last year. And okay, I'll say goodbye to you guys. You take care and stay safe. I hope you gain some knowledge from this video, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.